Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we have got the Build the Back to the Future Delorean by Eagle Moss, and this is issue 28. We've been waiting for this one to be delivered for a couple of weeks now. So yeah, we haven't had a Delorean for a couple of weeks. We've been waiting on it to be delivered. Now it's been delivered, so we can crack on with this. So let's take a look at what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing some bits with the great radiator grill and the radiator mount, and it looks like we're going to be attaching this to the front of the frame that we've already got. Get more behind the scenes, nice poster of Michael J. Fox, and a bit about Mr. Strickland and what's coming up in next week's issue. So without further ado, let's get these parts open and start building issue 28. Okay, so here we are. We've got our radiator out of the packaging and ready to go. This week we get these three parts here. We get some AP screws and some FP screws. So first off, step one, it wants us to place 28B into the recess of 28A, which is this part here and this part here. You can tell which is which because this one's got a curved bottom either side, same as this one. So we can drop that in, just like that, and that's that on. Now we're going to be bringing in this piece, and we're going to put that onto the front of there. Does it matter which way it goes? Yes, it wants this way up, and it wants that way down, so it's going to go this way, just like that. And you're going to have a little bit of overhang each side, just like that. It wants us to secure this in place with FP screws. So let's grab an FP screw and get these in. I'll try and get you a good angle, but it's all black parts, so I guess a magnetic screwdriver would help, because that one's lost its magnetic. Try this one, and we just have to screw this into here. If I turn that round, you might be able to see a little bit better. That's the first one in. Now, same as the other side. I'll try and get a better angle for you. It's quite dark. There we go, that might be better. And there we are. That's how we get that bit. Those three pieces are all put together. Now we need to bring back in our fans that we made in the last issue. This is going to go on the back here, and we're going to secure this in place in these 6 points here with some AP screws. So let's get some AP screws ready, and we'll get our first one in to hold it in place. So we'll put that on there, and we'll secure this in. The first one. Second one. We're going to be in all the way around. If you still want to subscribe to this, if you're in the UK, if you still want to subscribe to this, it is still available to subscribe to. You can still subscribe from issue 1. I'll put the link in the description, so you can go along there and you can go along and you can sign up. Issues 1, you'll get issues 1 and 2 for $1.99. Yeah, if you want to try it out, $1.99. It's not too bad. There we are. That's all 6 in. And that's that piece done. Now what we need to do is bring over our whole frame that we've had from the a couple of issues back. So let's bring that in now. Okay, so here we are. We've got our frame, and we're going to. I've changed the camera angle so you can see it better. And basically, what we're going to be doing is we've got our radiator that we've made, and we've got 2 little holes, one either side. They're going to locate onto the front of here. So we want this grill bit facing the front, and we want the fans at the back, and this is going to go onto there. I'm going to secure this on with 2 FP screws. So I'm just going to get them now. and we'll start putting it on. Okay, so we've got our first FP screw now. We're just going to locate this into place. Got it. So we'll leave that there. We'll tighten that up in a minute when we've got the other screw in. Let's get the other screw in. Maybe roughly about there. So I can screw that down. I'm going to get a better screwdriver to tighten it up. That's that one in. And I'll finish tightening this one in. And there we go. That is this issue complete. What you should be left with, I'll flip this over so we can have a look. Okay, so now we've got it up the right way, and this is all complete. We've got the radiator on the front now, and it's sitting rather nicely. And this is what we should be left with after this issue. So let's take a look at what's coming up in next week's issue. Next week we are, let me just move this camera back for you so you can have a look. Yeah, so this is what we've got coming up next week. We've got this big plate that we're going to be putting underneath here. It's going to take up all this space here, so it's going to fill it up and make it feel like the bottom of a whole car. So that's coming up next week, next Monday. So make sure you join me for that. Tomorrow we've got the full build of our scaled model, which is by Airfix, and that is the Folland Gnat T1 Yellowjack. So make sure you tune in for that, because that is a good build. And it's the full thing. You get from start to finish. We build the whole thing. Yeah, so make sure you join me for that. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Also hit the little notifications bell, because you'll be notified of any video that we put out and you won't miss out. So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.